we're gonna do a quick video on the 5 things that I hate slash dislike about this car. So obviously this list was very hard to come up with. This car, I've had it for about a month and about 2,000 miles, and I've been really enjoying this car. It's like, I bought this car with intention to like sell it like quickly, but I don't think I'll be doing that. I've changed my mind. Like, this thing is just absolutely beautiful. So one of the first things that I came up with was the exhaust valves. So as you guys know, like, this was like the G series is the first car that has like the kind of the valve button itself. Usually it's, controlled by like sport mode. And obviously the issue is like when I click open, it's not actually open. It only opens, when you're on like sport mode, you have like full throttle and you're above like 4,500 RPM. So, I mean, I got the exhaust work done, which is good. But the thing is that like, I wanted to kind of idle very nicely, and it doesn't do that, unfortunately. When it's idling, it's obviously slightly louder because it's at like 50 or 60% open, but it's not 100% open. The second thing which I don't like. So the second thing which I don't like is the wireless charger placement. So I've seen on like most new G series BMWs, the wireless charger is here, but it's actually not. On this car, it's similar to the old 2 Series, where it's here and it's like a flap. So, I mean, it's kind of good, performance car, you want to keep it secure. The only issue is, if I have an iPhone without a case, I can't put it there. Because of like the camera bump, it basically sits uneven, and I basically need a case that's MagSafe in order to put it there. And then obviously, if I want to, obviously it's not recommended to check your phone, but if I do want to check it from time to time again, check directions or message, I have to like open the glove compartment and check. The third thing that I came up with is like the BMW tech. So when I say BMW tech, I mean like the latest version of BMW tech. So obviously this has a new screen, which is good, right? Compared to like the G42 M240s that came out, it doesn't have the twin screens, it's the one single screen. The one thing is obviously it doesn't have iDrive 8.5 or 9, and this is like the brand new car, right? The other thing is obviously the heads-up display. Like, it's good, but it's not the latest heads-up display. Like, what I'm referring to, the latest one is like the one that's in like the 7 Series, the i4, the iX. That one is really cool because it has this view mode where you can kind of move with your steering wheel, and then when you move, it shows like your throttle input as well. So all that kind of stuff is like really cool, and I feel like it's like missing out. And then also, the other BMW tech item, I guess, would be like the wallet. So obviously for this, the only way to kind of use this car is like you have to have the key on you, and you can use a app to unlock and lock, but you can't like, use the NFC card. It just doesn't have that feature, or like, the Apple Wallet feature. The fourth thing I dislike about this car is just like the wheel fitment, right? So obviously this is an M car, and like I tried, like I originally, so basically their requirement was for like the snow chain, which I understand. So then I went back and I tried looking at like a G80 M3 or like an F87 M2, and this wheel height is ridiculous. Like, it's a fist gap. This is like, like a base 230, like I would expect this in like a base 230i. This is crazy. And then obviously the fitment, like this way, like the flushness, like the back one I can still understand, for aero and for range you want a little bit, but like, come on, man, this is like unacceptable how much it's tucked in. It's like, it almost looks like, like I'm purposely gonna downgrade the car or get like winter wheels or something. And like that. The last thing, of course, is obviously this is a manual car, and I've seen good examples of manual cars with adaptive cruise control, and it sucks that this car doesn't have that, because the whole purpose of this car, which I'll go in kind of like, the 5 things I like video, is that's the best part about this car, is the fact that I can go to the track, I can go on the highway, I can, after I go to the track, I can go to Costco, get groceries. And without having that adaptive cruise control, it just kind of takes that like one little thing away, right? So obviously like manual Volkswagens, manual Porsches, they all have ACC, right? Adaptive cruise control. And I feel like this is something that they could have added, like with especially like all the room, right? It's not like the automatic doesn't have it, and it's not like it's that much more difficult to add that feature. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of, you know, if there's any of the things you guys kind of disagree with me, or, you know, any other things that you would say that you would dislike on this car.